Hey, what's up everybody, it's me, Geek Roots, back with another video, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Suicide Squad movie. Now before we go into this, there will be spoilers in this video, and I probably put that in the title. With this movie, there's a lot of bad, but there's also some good. Now, with the good, I think all the characters, or most of the characters, were pretty enjoyable characters by themselves, and most of them meshed well together. Some of my favorite characters in this movie were Deadshot. I thought he was a really good character and played off Rick Flag well. I also really liked Diablo in this movie, and Harley Quinn. She's obviously a fan favorite, but she's pretty funny. But most of the characters, I think they were decently worked together, but my biggest problem with this film was the plot of Suicide Squad taking on a villain that's going to destroy the world. Now, a lot of movies do that already, which is okay, I guess, but the Suicide Squad in this movie really only had like two metahumans. They had Killer Croc, and they had Diablo, and then the rest is a guy who shoots things, guy who has boomerangs, and fighting someone like the Enchantress, who could probably just teleport behind them, kill one, and just kill all of them at once, is a little unrealistic. So, going into this movie, I think Suicide Squad should have been a more grounded or street level movie with all these characters being in the streets of Gotham and other cities. They could work well in the streets fighting someone else. I think there was a really big missed opportunity here to have the Joker as the villain, or introduce a character such as Deathstroke, which would have been really good for this movie as well. Now, backpedaling a little bit, the villain I think was horrible. It was atrocious. Cara Delevingne did an job playing Enchantress, but using Enchantress as the villain was horrible. I think she was way too powerful for the Suicide Squad to fight, to make it a realistic movie based in this unrealistic world. In the movie, you see Cara Delevingne teleporting everywhere to set off the scheme, but when fighting the Suicide Squad, she turns into a kung fu master instead of just teleporting somewhere and getting a gun or something. So she decides to fight them at their own game rather than use all the rules that she already set up. So Enchantress and the whole villain plot using the mindless putty monsters was my biggest problem, but also the underuse of some characters, such as Katana. I mean, she really wasn't there for a purpose. And also, characters like Harley Quinn and Captain Boomerang really weren't necessary if they were fighting Enchantress. So, that's why I say that they should have been a street-level team, because that's what the Suicide Squad works well for. If they were fighting someone like a Joker or a Deathstroke, that would give them a reason to have Harley Quinn and Captain Boomerang on the team. But they're fighting the Enchantress, so I'm gonna throw things at you. Yeah. And also Deadshot he did serve sort of a purpose, because he was taking out a ton of the minions at once, but when fighting a mega powerful person, what is a guy with guns gonna do? Now, that was one of the basic parts of the movie. Amanda Waller pitched, what if another Superman came down? Well, these guys would be able to stop him. They really wouldn't. They wouldn't. You would have to get characters such as The Flash, Aquaman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, which is Justice League, but they're not powerful enough to stop someone like Superman. Overall, this movie was a hot mess, but the way I look at it, it was probably the most fun of the three DC Extended Universe movies, going Suicide Squad, Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, but it was probably the worst made, or under, or above Batman v Superman. So there is some fun to have with this movie, some fun moments. But it was really a hot mess, and the villain and some of the characters were really underused and poorly used. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you did. And subscribe to the channel for more. And also follow me on Twitter to get any updates on any future videos and any movies I'm about to see. I'm Geek Roots, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.